A dream is felt, but when it's lived, it may not feel the same. It's like when you love coffee shops, but when you open your own coffee shop, you stop feeling the sense of coziness you used to feel when you were a customer. You love flowers, but when you open your flower shop, you suddenly stop feeling the beauty of nature. Or when you love, enjoy, and create art, and you own your own art gallery, it's nothing like living the artistic lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Have you ever experienced the dream and wondered why I don't feel it?
Hi, I'm Lucy. On my channel, I show you the vibrant happenings inside the art gallery, offering a blend of art education and entertainment. Behind the scenes insights, art creations, art talks, and vlogs. So consider subscribing and welcome to the exclusive behind the scenes access to the Lucy Shop Art Gallery. I've always been very ambitious, even as a young child, and I always knew what I love: hip-hop dancing, sports, arts, and speaking. That never changed. Every time I have a new dream, it's a dream that's way bigger than a young girl who grew up independent. A girl who was an outsider, coming from another country. And most of all, a risk-taker, who started her entrepreneurial life at age 17. The first dream was to own a dance studio, and I invested every penny from the first $25 a month I earned. And I lived that dream for 7 years. The second dream, to own my club, become a boxing coach and a master instructor in military fitness training, and be a successful motivational coach. I lived that dream for 10 years. But during that period, I knew way back when I was a kid, I loved painting and creating, and my bedroom was never a normal bedroom. I was living in a colorful creative box. Every drawing I created had to be on the wall until my room had no walls anymore. Drawings were everywhere, floor to ceiling, wall to wall. When they used to ask me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I always had the same answer. I want to be a full-time artist, travel to Italy, gaze into the ceiling frescoes, own my art gallery, and travel to all museums. And they would tell me, that's a nice dream. But what exactly do you want your job to be? Painting is just a hobby, not a career. My mom wanted to support her little daughter's fairy tale dream. So every time we had visitors, she used to tell them, "Do you know we have an art gallery in our home? It's at the end of the hallway and the artist is there. She will give you a full tour." I would be super thrilled, believing that I was living the dream. This was my art gallery, and I had visitors. Young OCD me made everything look perfect. My slippers are perfectly aligned, and welcome to the Lucy Shop Art Gallery. And they would take the tour really seriously and ask questions. My mother thought she was supporting a hobby, but what she didn't know is that every time that happened, it was being engraved in my mind. One day, I will achieve this dream. At age 15, I made my first art sale. 2 framed drawings for $10 each. And once again, I thought I was living the dream. But the reality, not yet. As I grew up, my life shifted. Even though I adored my career and my life, the idea of maybe one day leaving everything to become an artist haunted my heart. Especially during low seasons. I would have these self-talk moments and ask myself, if I don't have all this, who would I want to be? I always had the same answer. I want to be a full-time artist and travel to Italy. But I never had the courage, because I loved what I had built and done. Until I got married on September 18, 2020, left everything behind, and we moved to Dubai. I took 2 years off to reflect. Should I go back to what I love or pursue another dream? A dream that I've always wanted. We came back, took another risk, and put all our savings into one new business, the Lucy Shop Art Gallery. But before the opening, we had to travel to Italy and start my dream the right way. This is it. I own my 2-floor art gallery. I have my workshop space, a lounge area and a bar, and a huge showroom. Later on, I realized that I needed extra income to support my expenses. I created 2 art workshops where people could learn about art from a different perspective. And it went wild. People came from all over the country to participate, from the north, the south, downtown. It was crazy. I was able to cover 95% of my gallery expenses just from workshops. And after a year, I realized something had shifted. I was enjoying this so much, not because it was about creating art, but because I was an art speaker now. And the reality hit. Between running workshops, filming content, marketing, advertising, and managing the gallery, I was barely creating art. I had an artist block. I was no longer able to create because I was overwhelmed, trying to manage a business and unable to relax enough to paint. I decided to lay low on everything for 7 months and just paint. During that period, I was the most alive in my artistic career. Yet I went into a severe depression because I felt lost. And I'm grateful for that depression because it opened my eyes. When we start living the dream, we get carried away just trying to make things work. Make more money, manage business, family, must-dos, and obligations. Slowly, we start shifting away from the dream we always wanted. And suddenly, the dream doesn't feel the same as we thought it would be. Because of that burnout and depressed phase, I knew I wasn't living the dream. I was just working around it. Work and lifestyle should always be separate. I made my lifestyle a career, and that's why it didn't feel the same. In all the careers I've had, I was always a speaker, and that's what made me enjoy what I did. That's the main reason why a year ago I finally learned what my dream career is and what my dream lifestyle is. And throughout all these 16 years, I was preparing myself for that dream. A dream where my career is all about adrenaline, connecting with people, being on stages as a keynote speaker, and becoming a speaking coach. However, my lifestyle dream is completely the opposite. After years of running the Lucy Shop Art Gallery, I'm transitioning into a new chapter. One rooted in slowness, creativity, and everyday beauty. While the gallery is closing, the art isn't stopping. It's just becoming more personal. Now it's time to live the dream in my home studio, privately, where I can live the artistic lifestyle without worrying about running a business. Travel more, create more, garden more, and leave the entrepreneurial, busy, fast-paced career for public speaking. I need both, and that's my dream. They say when you feel it, you know it's right. But what I've learned is that when you experience it, you will know if it's right. Because you may think you are living the dream, but in reality, you could be so close to it and not there yet. If you believe you're living the dream now, I want you to ask yourself this question. When you were thinking of that dream before you achieved it, does it feel the same now?
I'm so grateful and thankful for this artistic journey, and I'm thankful for every single one of you who supported me along the way. I grew a lot, I've learned a lot, and definitely it will be an experience I will never forget in my entire life. Now, it's true that this is the last episode I'm filming in my empty art gallery. However, next week we're starting a new artistic journey, and I'm taking you with me along the way from day one. We're going to decorate, design, and create a new artistic art studio. And I'm sure you're gonna find this new series very helpful because I'm going to share with you a lot of creative ideas and design tips as well. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new series because I'm taking you with me to my new artistic lifestyle journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.